All right, so enter the stadium. Keys to victory. Welcome to part 3 in our series on Stadium. Overwatch is 2. What am I turning a golem over here? Stadium, Overwatch 2's newest way to play. Upgrading your hero with items and powers to their maximum potential is your best chance of winning. So in this blog, we want to explore some key strategies and ideas that may help you emerge victorious in Stadium. There are 4 key pillars on the road to victory: developing a power strategy, making a quick buck, spending wisely on items, and watching your opponent's strategies. Each of these work in tandem to help you because the MVP of every round. Let's dive into the playbook. Wait, what's the playbook? What if I want to develop my own playbook? Each hero will have 12 different powers to pick from, and you'll select a new power ahead of rounds 1, 3, 5, and 7. I always forget to pick powers. I honestly would forget sometimes if chat didn't tell me. This means if this match lasts until the 7th and final round, you'll have unlocked 4 powers. Powers typically complement an ability, weapon, or aspect of your hero's kit, and choosing powers that complement each other can really open up new possibilities. If you look here, they show you the Kiriko one, and an example is after using Swift Step, create a clone of yourself that lasts for 5 seconds. And the good news about this is that every time I use it, I get rolled immediately, but there's a clone on the field for 5 seconds so I can pretend I'm still a part of the team fight. For example, Kiriko can duplicate herself using the clone conjuration to attack in 2 places at once. May can roll into battle by powering up her cryo freeze with Colder. Colder, we have a video on my YouTube if you haven't watched it yet. It's funny. Diva literally turns the floor to lava with every use of her boosters enhanced with the ignition burst power. It kind of sucks, but it goes well with the Baby Diva one. The choices and combinations are nearly infinite, but understanding how powers complement one another is a key factor for winning. Spend wisely on items. Where powers support you in a unique way, items give you the means to adapt to the evolving battle with a variety of interchangeable upgrades. Unlike powers, items can be sold for the same amount of stadium cash you initially spend on them, meaning you'll be able to utilize your entire budget to adapt your strategy into every round. And a little fun note about this, because you're probably going to hear me talk about it when with some of my builds, I have a Baby Diva build. And actually that Baby Diva build was in a game where we were down 3-0, and I'm like, this ain't working, right? I'm like, this ain't working, so I try it again. And then I build this Baby Diva build, which that Baby Diva build is now my go-to build. So like having the option to like basically get rid of like what you have in the middle of the game and then swap is basically a good way to do it. So you says my Baby Diva build has already become the stuff of legend amongst Team 4. I hope they're trying it out. It's really fun. And I haven't even perfected that build yet. But like, the idea of it is so cool. I love it. Items are organized across 3 groups. Weapon, great for upgrading heroes whose gameplay is heavily focused on their weapon, such as Cassidy or Widowmaker. I really do enjoy Widowmaker in Stadium. So, ability, great for heroes who depend on cooldown abilities like Orisa, Mei, or Moira. Survival, great for nearly all heroes, but support heroes like Mercy or Ana might opt to stay alive longer if they get caught by an opponent, or if you're me with the Baby Diva build, okay, and then you go survival, and they can't kill your Baby Diva. And if they demech you, good luck. When equipping items, you can open the stats panel to see how strong your hero becomes with each item equipped, including total health, attack, speed cooldown, reductions, and more. And you can see all the stuff here. Only confusing one here, by the way, because I get confused by this too. You see the attack speed one? I see that image and I go, oh, I'm nerfing my attack speed. It doesn't nerf your attack speed. I do think that they should try to find a way to give a little bit different of an image for that, because it looks like you're taking away attack speed. I get they're trying to change it from the move speed, but it looks like you're taking away attack speed. Items will have different tiers organized in common, rare, and epic. Common items will be the most affordable, providing a small buff to one of your different stats. Use common items in the early part of the game or to round off your budget for any open slots you may have left. Rare items give your stats a significant boost, and you'll be able to start affording at least one rare item right after your first round. You can equip rare items to round out all aspects of your hero's stats, or put emphasis on one aspect of their kit for a high-risk, high-reward style of gameplay. Epic items are the most expensive and will often only come into play in the later rounds in a close match. Equip epic items to either boost your power strategy even more or to counter an opponent's build. Most items will be available for multiple heroes, but some rare and epic items are exclusive to a specific hero. These special hero items are designed to enhance a specific weapon, ability, or another part of your hero's identity that's unique to them. You'll see the image. It's definitely different. It's pretty obvious. For example, when Orisa equips Ola Del Copter Blades, I knew that, she'll be able to use Javelin Spin to literally fly short distances. May will be ready to speed skate her way to the front lines after she equips the Snow Boots hero item. That one's a fun one. Ana's enemies will think twice before diving her when she upgrades her Sleep Dart with the Tranquilizer hero item that increases its hitbox by 500%. And I'll still probably miss that. That's just an example right there. You got classic Beef Toad showing everybody what to do here on Orisa. All right, make a quick buck. At the start of the game, you'll receive 3,500 Stadium Cash, which is enough to equip 3 common items for your hero. You will earn additional Stadium Cash after every round, regardless of a win or a loss. The better you play, the more Stadium Cash you'll earn as you deal damage, heal, provide assists, or secure eliminations. After each round, whomever performs the best and scores the most cash will be the round MVP and earn a bonus of 1,000 Stadium Cash. And you're probably going, hey, do you keep track of your Stadium Cash when you're playing? No, I always forget. I have no idea. If your team is falling behind, you can get back in the game quickly with a huge boost to your bank when you eliminate an opponent with a high bounty. All heroes begin with a bounty value of 300, and if you eliminate an opponent, your own bounty increases by 75. Anyone that has a huge impact in the game will quickly raise their bounty value. So you're probably sitting there going, what if I want to play subpar in this mode? It's a strategy, because you'll never be the bounty. All right? I try that strategy a lot, especially when I'm playing heroes I don't play a ton. All right? Not going to go for me if I don't have that bounty. You know what I'm saying? So I was going to play just subpar enough to where I don't have it. If a hero has a bounty value of 750 or more, they are marked in the team bar on the top of the gameplay HUD. The maximum bounty is 2,000, which I had today. You can also check the scoreboard to see what the value for each hero is at any time. Should you participate in the shared elimination of an opponent, a Porsche, just a Porsche of that bounty. You get a Porsche. Porsche. A portion of that bounty is added to your Stadium Cash total based on how much you contributed to that elimination. So you can kind of see up here with if you look above on the screenshot, you see 1,650. That's the bounty and how much Stadium Cash you'll get if you get the elim. After being eliminated, your bounty will reset down to 300. Don't worry if a teammate is being heavily targeted. Heroes who are at a 300 bounty value when they are eliminated will lose 100 bounty and go down to 200 as a result. You heard that right, chat. If you're getting spawn camped, they're not going to get much Stadium Cash, okay? Earning as much Stadium Cash as possible will not only help you unlock more items between rounds, it's also key to increasing your survivability. I'm trying to pronounce the G's. I grew up my whole life with my family always not pronouncing G's, and I'm trying my hardest, okay? I just want to point that out. It is hard to learn when you grew up that way. I am trying, okay? In addition to your items and powers, you'll gain 1 max health for every 500 Stadium Cash earned, including what you have spent on items. All heroes can add a total of 300 additional maximum max health through the full match, and tanks will also gain speed and strength for every 250 Stadium Cash earned. Watch your opponent's game plan. Throughout the game, you'll be able to see what powers and items your opponents are picking. This information will help you decide what items and powers you should be equipping. Okay, you know what? You won't be able to actively see what abilities are picked during the armory phase of each round, but once selections are locked in, you know what tricks everyone has packed. So what you can do is you can hit tab and then right-click. That's what I do, and you can select between the enemy build, your team build. You can learn what they're doing. I find that I probably should do it more, but I forget to do it because I'm so learning about that. You said you're from New York. You get it? See, I'm from Massachusetts. See, you get it. Yeah, exactly. If Mercy is focusing on maximizing movement speed and cooldown reductions with Guardian Angel, she can be a menace to catch. Powers and items like Juno's Pulsar Destroyer, Soldier 76 Supervisor, and Cassidy's Quick Draw can enable abilities that auto-lock onto her. If Ashe is burning up the field with a dynamite build, causing multiple enemies to catch on fire, equipping Kiriko's Talisman of Life item and Tuzu power will really help extinguish the flames. Finally, if Zarya is focusing on a build that powers up her particle cannon's primary fire, Orisa would normally be at a disadvantage. But when you combine Orisa's powers that enhance Fortify with the Reduction Field, epic survival item. Orisa will be able to tank through just about anything Zarya throws at her. I mean, you can still run it down mid as Zarya, right? Different heroes will have different solutions, so check back the scoreboard to see how your enemies are building up their heroes and work with your teammates to find powerful strategies that can counter them. Work with your teammates. While Overwatch 2 has always been about good skill and smart positioning, Stadium requires strategic planning as you progress through each round to make sure you come out on top. Putting it all together. Now that we've gone over key things to remember about using powers, items, and Stadium Cash effectively, let's dive in further into 2 examples of how you can combine them together to create whole new ways to play your favorite heroes. Soldier 76. When you focus on Soldier 76's sprint and biotic field, you'll be able to be spinning your enemies around in circles. Throughout the round, select powers that transform your biotic field into a powerful AoE weapon, track and field on me, back off, and frontliners, combined with hero items like compression fingers. That's not fingers. Compression fatigues and rapid response radius. You won't need to shoot your enemies. Just run around them in circle as the biotic field sends damage in waves of energy on your foes. And there's all the abilities. You can take a look and pause the video if you're watching it if you want to see some of Soldier's stuff. Kiriko, if you are a projectile master, then you'll slice your way through the competition when you focus on powering up Kiriko's kunai. Powers like Foxy, Fireworks, Keen Kunai, Triple Threat, and Spirit Veil will reward high-skill play with auto-reloading and explosive impacts. Combined with hero items like Talisman of Victory and Cyclist Gloves, you'll be able to jump into the front lines with boosted attack speed and dive on targets alongside your damage roll teammates. And again, you can see this. All the information here, you can pause, you can look at everything. These are just 2 strategies among dozens you can try out, and we can't wait to see what combos you come up with. I will say, so far, I've had a blast trying to figure out builds. It's fun. It is fun. Get ready to climb the ranks. We can't wait to see what exciting builds you'll come up with. But we've got one more blog coming out your way. Tomorrow, we'll take a dive into the exclusive rank system that Stadium will use, and we'll take a look at all of the cool rewards that you can earn in the game as you climb your way to the top. Don't forget, we'll see you in the Stadium starting on April 22nd. Good blog. Very informative. Very well done. Hope you enjoyed the video. This was a good blog. I'm excited for Stadium. Like the video. Leave a comment. If you want to watch previous blogs, look in the little box link that's probably up right now. Hope you have an amazing day/night.